then obviously old boy King or whatever his name is and all that stuff.
King.
People been asking to
Charlie
see what we're
Kirk?
gonna say.
Are you trying when you messaged that? Did
I
you
said,
mean
"Who's
Charlie Kirk?
King?"
What's
I
his
was
name?
like,
I said, "Who's
Kirk,
Charlie
whatever.
King?" And it
I
pulled
don't
up
know
a
his name.
Stephen King article, and I cracked up because it was like Stephen King commenting on Charlie Kirk, and I was like, I think he meant.
Oh my bad. Yeah, you.
I think he meant.
I don't know the dude's name.
And so I said, "Don't worry, my notes are ready."
I don't know what his name is.
We'll double check.
I didn't even know this dude existed until he died.
"Oh,
I thought his name was. Oh God, I was good. I thought his name was Curtis too. I thought his name was. It was. I changed it literally. I changed it from Curtis King to Charlie King when I said it to you.
I would have cackled if you. I'd been like, "Who the hell is Curtis King?" Jerrell, you would have gotten a text from me like, "Who is this man?"
I swear. I wish the notes show like the history. I'm so not lying. I'm so not lying.
Oh, this is too good.
Hey, community. Here's what's brewing today.
Lesbian sugar mamas are here.
Is Cardi B the drama?
And Charlie King Kirk, whatever his name is. So get your cups ready for Minoritea Report. Hey, welcome to Minoritea Report. It's Auntie Kerel.
It's Auntie Jerrell.
And Shana.
Yeah, Auntie Shana in the crib. What up? What's up? We got Gas family in the building, y'all.
That part.
We got some family in the building.
And we almost didn't have it because Auntie Shar.
Let me tell you.
I sent you the screenshot so fast because y'all were like, wait. And I looked at my calendar and I was like, this was not the time that we discussed.
Community, Auntie Shar and times aren't his strong suit. So
it's all right.
That's okay. We love her nonetheless.
We made it.
But we got to figure it out. And kudos to Shana because she's fitting us in for her long ass day. Mm-hmm. I was like, you could say no because we screwed that up. Yeah. But she's like, no, I'm gonna hop on in there. So we're recording a little later than we normally do. And that's why the background look a little different because Corey done fell asleep in the guest room for some reason. And the guest room's next to the office. And I know my voice carries. So I was like, all right, let me set up shop somewhere else in the house so he don't yell at me if I wake him up.
Smart.
But good to see you, love.
So good to see you both. I'm so happy to be back.
I feel like it's been forever, although it was just in June. Like I just saw you a couple months ago.
Literally. Yeah.
I didn't get to see her when I was there for market days.
No, because Kerel was out here in these streets, just wandering around. Kerel and I were in the same place, literally not far from each other. And then all of a sudden after I see the clips from when we saw Keke Palmer, because Keke Palmer performed at Market Days, all of a sudden I see his angle and I said, wait a minute. You're telling me you were right
Keke
there and I was right here.
Hacked out.
It wasn't that bad. Here's the thing. If there's one thing about queer women, we're going to make it through a crowd.
You're right about that.
Okay?
You're right about
and
that.
I was standing right under the light post that was right next to the stage. Like there was no way you couldn't find me. And you are tall. So
that's true. That is true.
Would have worked out.
By that point of that weekend, Kerel was so in like La La Land and tired and everything. I was like, baby,
I know. Usually I get a text of a location and I got no text of locations, no nothing. I was like, all right, you out here in these streets. Go ahead.
It was
have a time.
Too much. Too much.
Have a time. Your market days and my market days look very different.
That's a true statement. It was a lot, but yeah. No, I said this to some people. I was like, I need to get back to Chicago on a normal, regular ass weekend. That's what I need to do. It's been forever since I've done that because market days is just too much. It's not conducive to doing what you thought you were going to do going into it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Every time, and I know better. This is like number 2,300. And every year she's like, I didn't see who I wanted to see. I didn't do exactly what I thought I was going to do. You just roll with the punches, I guess. So,
Corey, you know what's so funny?
I'm sad that it didn't.
Literally thought the exact same thing this morning when I woke up. And I was thinking of it because, Brandon's moving back to Chicago. And I was like, well, damn,
Yes.
majority of the group lives in Chicago. Like, we just need to get together all again in Chicago like we used to do in Dallas.
That's true.
So I was like, why don't we just do the same
Yeah.
thing? Let's literally just roll up to Chicago now.
You're
like,
right.
And that'll be just a regular ass weekend. I'm just saying.
And I know the crew listening, so hey, let's make it happen.
Need to make it happen. Like, everybody already there besides like 3 of us. So.
Yeah, you're right on that.
And I'm inviting myself.
How
you'll be
is
there.
football going? Right, that part. And I'll be more there, coherent.
I'll text you.
I will be more coherent.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jesus. But how's football season going?
Oh my gosh, football is never ending. We are outside all the time. I play in too many leagues. Because here's the thing. For Chicago, for those who don't know, Chicago is directionally based. So I play in a North Side queer league, which is great. I also play on a North Side queer travel team. Then I play on a South Side team, which is just black. It's just black. It's black and it's great.
That.
And then I also play tackle for the Chicago Winds and the WNFC.
Yes.
And we are starting to ramp up. Our tryouts are next month. And so I have been in the gym nonstop this summer. I have been going to do outside practices. I'm like, this is more. I played soccer in college. I'm like, I am doing more than I did when I actually played soccer in college. And that was wild to me. I'm like, I'm doing this because of friendship and camaraderie and community. That's crazy. But here we are.
Child. And you know what's crazy about it is that also too, like, that shit don't pay you. Like, you paying it.
At all.
Like,
At all.
So when you start paying for all these leagues and shit, you be like, well, I need to get my money's worth. So if I'm gonna show up, I'm trying to win. If I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna put the work in at the gym. Like, because you want me to pay for a hotel for how many days? You want me to book a flight to where? Okay.
Yeah. Wait, so that means
Exactly
that means it's literally every night.
Just about like this week. And this week I have like 4 2-a-days because I go to the gym in the morning. And then, so like, let's say today's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. I went to the gym. And then last night, my tackle team had a practice for our like wide receivers, tight ends, and our offensive line. Then I went to the field this morning to do a workout with my trainer, which is all like sprinting, hurdle work, footwork, all of that. I do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So went to that. Then I had my travel practice tonight, which is what I came from. Tomorrow morning, I'll be back at the gym. And then tomorrow night, my rec team that I play on in the North Side will have a practice. Thursday, I have decided I'm not doing anything, but usually I would be at the field. And Thursday night, no, we don't have anything this week, but next week we will. Friday morning, back at the gym. Saturday morning, I will have practice for my travel team at like 7:30. And then I will have a rec game at like 10. And then Sunday, I will go out with my quarterback because she does this training stuff and she needs people to run routes. So I'll go there and then I will come back and go to my game.
You know what?
And then we start all over again.
You so hard because let me tell you, that's how my schedule be. Between all my sports, I literally go to the gym Monday through Friday every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning because I have a league every night besides Tuesday because of the podcast. But other than that, it's literally every day I have some sport activity going on. And because I'm on a travel team as well too, so I'll see you in San Diego. You know, we got practice on Saturday morning, and then we got league Saturday night, and then I'm helping like the lower level division teams. I'm coaching them on Sundays, and then I have rest Sunday, and it's right back to everything again on Monday. So I see you.
Okay,
I see you.
It can't stop.
Those days are done for me.
Can't stop, won't stop.
It's like I stop and I'm like, but look at me, I'm so strong. Like that's like the only thing that I can do.
Look.
I stop and I'm like, I pick things up and put them down. I catch things.
But you know, I have a little bit of FOMO though, because it's also like for me, like the whole old school saying, like use it or lose it. So I'm like, if I don't do this shit, like I'm like at some point in my life, I will never be able to do it again. So like, why not now? So that way, when I can't, I'm at peace. I'm like, you know what? I did my thing. I did all this stuff.
What I need to do.
You know, I tried to get my buddy back right. You know, but you know, that's as far as I got.
Get there, boo.
As far as I got.
Oh no, because I was looking at something again the other day, and I was like, we got fat. was like, damn, nobody told us.
I'm hollering.
It's the truth. It's the guy. I was like, ooh, we was over here chipmunking. I forget what. Because we're getting ready for like the year end stuff, and so I was just looking at like previous year end stuff, and I was like, dang, yeah, we did put on a few pounds then, didn't we?
Sure did.
So funny.
Sure did.
So funny.
Jesus. But hey, we back in it. We back in there, Yeah. And like I was going to actually, and I'm still debating. Like I usually say you get the body you get, and it was interesting. Like I was going to put a post up the other day, and I still might. and I got like shy or like vulnerable on myself. Like, oh, and it's still in my drafts right now because I was gonna because literally today is like a year from like when I was like, okay, the Brazil trip. Let me get ready for the Brazil trip and things like that. And so I was gonna kind of put like a 1 year like before and after kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, some of these before pictures I was looking a little rough. Damn. And then the second part, you're like, well, I'm not exactly where I want to be quite yet either. And this whole time I've never really thought that way. And I was like, it was weird for me for a second to be like, whoa, I am having like a moment of pause to put this out there. And maybe by the time this comes out, I might do it. But I was like, wow, this whole time I have not really gone in my brain about this whole thing. And I was like, what is giving me a moment of pause right now? And I was like, is it like people are gonna like make fun of me? Like, and I was like, I don't know if I care about that too much. Like, it's bizarre the stuff that your brain can do because you start to nitpick now. And I was like, well, okay, I look good, but it's not this. And I was like, whoa, I have not said that this entire time. And something in my brain maybe it's just like, maybe a year, maybe I should have been farther along. It's just like all this crazy stuff. And I was like, whoa, this is it. Let me stop. But I was like, golly, that's an interesting thing that I haven't had this moment before until I literally sat down, looked at it before, and I could see the difference. But then I'm like, wow, it's been a year. Maybe I should have been farther along. And, and I was like, whoa, I've never stopped and had that.
Welcome to the club, girl. Welcome to the club of
super weird.
Battling them demons of body dysmorphia and being like, well, if bizarre. I wouldn't have ate that meal that one day 4 months ago, maybe I'll be a little bit further than I was today. Although it ain't rational at all.
It's not rational at all.
But but can't nobody tell you nothing. You're like, damn.
No.
Yeah. My coworker just recently, a former coworker, just recently read me for filth. No, they left for good things.
Okay.
But they were at the conference that I was working. No, it was good things.
Okay.
But they came up to me and I was telling them about the projects I was working on, things I was thinking about, and next steps that I was planning on taking. And he stopped and just like in the kindest voice, like mind you, the kindest human, stopped, and he was like, you're prime in the growth and the gap mindset. And I said, okay, tell me more about this. He was like, creative, high achieving people are always looking for the next thing. They're always looking for what they can do next, how they can build off of it. So even when you reach your goal, it's never enough because you're always looking at the gaps and you're not appreciating the growth. So it's like anybody who is kind of like that, you're just always looking, like, even if you have reached that goal, you've hit that weight, you've gotten that promotion, you've done whatever, you're like, man, I haven't done enough. Or you look back on all the mistakes that have happened. So you're only looking at the gaps and not how much growth you've had. And he just said it so like kindly and just like we were on a walk and he just kind of said that. And I said, sir, why are you yelling in these streets? Like this? I asked you just a common question and you had to sit and say all this to me. And now I've been saying it to everybody that I talk to because I recognize that I am surrounded by high achieving creative people who have the same mindset where it's like, we just don't appreciate the growth that we've had because we're always going to be searching for the gaps. And once you get to the point that you can appreciate the growth, like the gaps seem so much more insignificant.
Do y'all also think that's cultural though? Because I also feel like part of being black 100%. And being always like, you got to be the best in the room. Like, and once you get there, you got to be better, like 10 times better than your white counterparts. Like, I just feel like I agree, but I feel like that's just been something I've been taught to just always be better. And once you get there, you always be thinking what's next. I don't really ever remember being told just like, just sit in it, like appreciate, you know, each of
I don't
those
know what
steps.
that
I don't know what
is.
that is. Like,
Right. And that's why we got to tell each other this. We trying to
Yeah,
break these
you're
generational curses of having to be the best and the ultimate and all these things. We're building for ourselves these days.
Yeah.
So being able to be in rooms like this and say it to each other and just be like, no, remember this, and be mirrors to each other to say, but you remember when? Like, even just thinking about all of our collective podcast growth, like, I know that Bad Queers is about like a year behind y'all, but even just to see how much all of us have grown, all of the progress we've had, the types of guests we've had on, even down to the behind the scenes and how much more efficient we've become and the things we've been able to do, the confidence that we have coming on and speaking and connecting with people. We don't appreciate that, but we should. And anytime I know we're around each other, we celebrate and hype each other up. I said what I said. I said what I said.
Kerel, get your tambourine. I know you got one of them
Okay.
bitches. Get your tambourine, Kerel. Damn.
You're right. Because it's funny you said that, because that registered, because literally, like, so like this whole summer I took off with not having a coach and things like that. And so literally this is week 2 now of a new coach. And so I think I am already on, okay, I know where I want to get to. I'm not there. I need to really buckle back in, you know? And so it could very well be some of that in my brain. And that's interesting to stop and pause and just like, okay, Kerel, like, you put a shit ton of work in, like, enjoy it. Wow. Okay. Now I'm gonna be sitting in bed tonight thinking about that.
She gonna be like, touch my body. Look, she gonna appreciate all this work. Look.
Okay.
Said, Corey, wake your ass up.
Okay.
Wake your ass up, Corey. Come appreciate this body.
The way that I saw you in the gym, I was like, sir, let me go ahead and get in the shit.
No. And it was like, and the thing is, like, it was like no pressure from anybody but myself, really, just to kind of see where I could go now at this point.
Yeah.
But it was just like this whole time I have not had a moment really of pause until, and it's literally sitting in my draft. Did the whole like edits of everything. And I was scared to push send. And that's the first time in this whole year that has happened. And so,
well, congrats to you though, boo, because honestly, like a whole year, like that's hard work, you know? Because we all know there are always those days where you just be like, fuck it, I ain't doing shit. I want to do it. But we all know that you didn't. Well, let me go ahead and get up. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my ass out this bed. Let me go ahead. But it's those little moments right there that help you get to where you are today. So good for you. And I know you have your goals for year 2. So I just can't wait to see what you do. Yeah. I can't wait from a year now to play this back and see where you at.
I'll be just as tired.
Nah.
That's what's gonna be. I'm gonna be just as tired. Be like, damn, tomorrow's a new day. Oh Lord, no, I appreciate that. Thank you to both of you. I needed that. Oh Lord, well, community, what's been going on?
A lot out there, your child,
man.
Kerel. Also, let's start talking about King. You know that guy you that you called King earlier,
Charlie King.
Yeah, I don't
Charlie
know what
King.
his name is.
Let's talk about Charlie King.
Charlie King. We said
I don't call him something new like every day. I honestly, like I said this before we hopped on, I honestly, and thank God that it wasn't in my orbit, had never even heard of this human being. Or if I had, just didn't know the name, didn't know nothing until this human being died. And then to kind of go back and just hear it and see. And then obviously the this last week, and at the point of this episode coming out, 2 weeks of just seeing what everyone's saying and not saying, and the folks speaking up and not speaking up, and seeing flags at half mast and things like that. Like it's so wild. And like I feel like every day since he died, my thought process has just like been so all over the place. And I've said my piece a lot everywhere. But even today now, like I'm almost on, like, I hate seeing folks question their faith now because of this human being. And I'm like, that is so mind-boggling, the weaponization of God, really.
Yeah.
And seeing folks that are supposed to be leading folks really weaponizing this moment right now and making folks question their faith and their beliefs. And that really infuriates me more probably than anything at this point now, because that's not what the teachers are saying. And anywhere there's hate like this is not God. And so it's just, man, and then we've seen it in the history, especially of this country, of white people weaponizing God. And it's just another iteration of it. And it's so infuriating just to see people jumping on board like, oh, y'all don't know God and you don't have belief because this guy died and he was speaking about God. No, he was not. No, he was not. So that's where I'm at, like, in this present moment of time today. It's just like people questioning their faith because of this white dude that was spewing hate his entire life. That's infuriating. That is so infuriating to me. So no, I don't condone violence. I don't condone people getting shot. If you truly have an issue with guns, then stop the guns. Put some bills up to stop all these fucking guns, especially if you think this is the creme of the creme, the creme de la creme of a human being, and he got shot by the same shit. Power of the tongue, by the way. So it's just like, if that's the case, then do something about it. This is your chance to do something finally. If you that heartbroken about it, do something. Otherwise, get the fuck out the way. Shut the hell up, because it's just so frustrating. And we know it's the same shit at time and time again. But to see it again at this scale is some fucking bullshit. And it's wild.
Shana, how about you? What's your take on it? Because I'm very curious.
Get him.
She'd already gathered us, so I want to see how she gathered the rest of the world.
I said, oh, Charlie.
Charlie bit me.
Oh, Charlie, and that's Charlie. Literally got bit is basically what happened, and it's so fascinating to watch because also the timing of it. Everybody who is paying attention to the news is paying attention to the fact that there was a mass shooting that happened at a school. I was like, the timing of the lynchings that happened, the timing of the aftermath immediately where HBCUs had to go into lockdown, even though we had nothing to do with it.
Black people ain't got shit to do with
about
this.
it.
Especially in motherfucking Utah.
Why the guns are like, they're not going to sit and implement any gun laws because it's them doing. The call is from inside the house. So they're not going to make any changes, even though we know what the problem is. The problem is guns, and the problem is also white people with guns. And that's the part that people aren't saying out loud. Like, I saw that in a video recently that was talking about that, and said they said the part out loud, and I'm like, yeah, it's the white people plus guns. Yep. There is an addition. It's a yes and situation with this. And a lot of people are saying, especially because people are comparing him to Hitler in terms of his rhetoric and the things that he was stating. And a lot of folks are trying to argue that to feel good about themselves, to be like, well, yeah, we're shooting a guy because of his beliefs, but he didn't go out and act on it like Hitler did. So why are we not mourning this person? And we're like, a person who uses their rhetoric and their platform to basically try to take down and or eradicate underrepresented, marginalized, global majority of people is basically just as bad. Like, Hitler didn't have all the technology that we have now. So right,
are we supposed to just wait then for him to do some other shit?
Wait for it, because it could have led to that, and that's where it is. Like, I think people want the action to just go ahead and happen instead of recognizing that everything that came out of this man's mouth was absolutely problematic, was absolutely an attack on communities. People that we probably never heard of have taken different actions on him. And even just to see the post once they figured out that it was a college student that had a police officer as a dad who was a MAGA person who was the person that went and shot. And of course, there's all the conspiracy theories around it too. But I just think everybody's going to be like, they have to reform gun laws and they have to reform these things. I was like, they're not going to while the call is still in the House, and they're not going to while all of these gun groups and focuses have the check and are going to put it into our politicians' hands.
Baby, if they don't give a fuck about the kids, they're not giving a fuck about no goddamn gun
They're
laws.
not. They basically erased that whole story about the mass shooting, and then also tried to erase the lynching stories that happened right after it. So they don't care. I was like, we're still not talking about the other two Democratic legislators
Melissa
that got
Hortman.
shot, like
Melissa
point
Hortman
blank.
and
Yeah,
her husband
we're
were
not
killed
talking
in
about it.
Minnesota. Yeah.
We're not talking about it. So they don't care. They don't care. Honestly, no lie. Charlie is going to be a story that's done before the end of the month.
And you know,
It's going to be done. We're going to be moved on to the next thing.
I can't wait for those 14
That's the
days.
timing that I have. It is going to be a done story. But the half-mast flag stuff, get out of my face. Get out. Go home.
And
sit
have
down.
you seen the gay flag? Some gay flags
Yes.
that have stuff in like West Hollywood. Fuck out
But here's
of
the
here.
thing.
White.
Yeah, I know
I'm
what
not
you're about
surprised.
to say too.
I'm not surprised because we have
This
talked about the
and-
fact that what are some of the
Yes.
bigger problems in the queer community? White gay men.
Right.
And I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
People are like, oh my God, and WeHo? Clutch Pearls. And I was like, yeah, that's the
Yeah,
number
ho.
one place I would assume, girl. Like,
Yeah,
what you
ho
mean?
and we ho.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy LA Pride and then get out. Like, that's it.
that.
I agree with both of y'all. I as well did not know who this man was. And like I said, I agree with everything. The thing that got me the most is that, like, y'all, for those of the people who like this man, they stood on the fact that he, you know, flexed his right to have for freedom of speech, to say whatever the fuck he wants to, right? But then once he did, everybody else doing the exact same thing, and now we got a problem. Like, I thought his whole thing was freedom of speech, you know, be able to say whatever the fuck you want to say. So why not now? You know, and it missed me with the whole, oh, he had a wife and kids. You know what? Look, sorry for the people who that like that man, but fuck the man that died. Period. Like, just because you like, I mean, there's always people who rock with the wrong people on the side, like with people on the wrong side, right? And I just thought it was very hilarious that people, like Kerel was mentioned, trying to use the Bible and try to use, oh, we should pray for him. Just like when they were trying to blame it was a black person. It had to be a black person. It had to be a black person. And then all of a sudden you saw it was that white boy. And then they're like,
well, then they did the whole, it's a trans person. It's a trans person.
They tried, and they did that as well, right? And then
now, oh, you got a trans boyfriend or girlfriend. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Trans roommate.
Yeah.
Trans somebody.
It's always something.
Right.
But you notice how they were trying to get shit to
like...
stick. They just throwing shit out there to see what people gonna stick with. And then once they realized it was a white boy, they were like, well, we should pray for him. He was misguided. The far left, you know, like brainwashed him. And that's the reason why he went to go do all those things. It's just like, you really just can't accept it, can you? You really can't. You just can't. And my favorite pastime was honestly just going and people comments that were talking about, you know, Jesus this and God this. And I said, well, Jesus is black, so I don't know what you're talking about. That's what I've been saying. I've been trolling, making time, being like, and Jesus was black. So how do you really feel? Just, girl, I've been sitting there just eating my popcorn, just trolling motherfuckers like nobody else.
People think that like this man was some weird sort of saint, but he also did put people in danger with his stuff. Preston Mitchum posted about how he had been on Fox with him and the threats to his life after Charlie basically like doxed him on the internet, and more journalists have spoken out about that happening. And I'm like, this guy wasn't innocent, and his words weren't just words. They were action items.
Their jobs
they were calls.
Because of him.
Yes, like they were calls to the people to move in the way that he wanted them to move. And that's what happens when you have a platform like this. It is dangerous. And so
a very smart person that I know, I'm not going to say who, because I don't want to put their business out there, but just saying dying wrong doesn't mean you lived right. Character is defined in life, not coined in death. And so you have to live right to potentially get mourned the correct way. And so for y'all to say we can't mourn the way we want to mourn and celebrate the way we want to celebrate, that's not how it works, baby. That's not how it works. It don't work that way. And there's so much I want to say, and I've done said too much, and because it's just so. And it's just irritating.
I believe some of the conspiracy theories though. Because homie body not even fresh in the ground before JD Vance over there trying to take over the podcast. Like, why the fuck is the VP of the United States taking over a goddamn podcast? Like, nigga, what you don't you got shit to do? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Got nothing to do.
Like,
because they ain't doing nothing.
And then Shana, to your point, like, this dude was so fucked up. It makes sense for him to be around Trump and be part of the actual fucking problem. And that's why, like, he's getting so much attention as well, too. Oh, can we also talk about how his wife was, like, out there on the news being like, oh, I touched his body and da-da-da-da. And she's, like, all over the casket on doing all these, like, news stuff, like, to pour into the whole kind of conversation about, yeah, he was a good man, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, lady, you doing the most. Like, it just seems placed.
I just hope I never feel that pressed about something. Like, why are you that pressed? Like, and this is not just her. This is not just old boy. It's the whole community that follows this movement. Why are you that pressed? Like, why are you that mad? Like, it's wild to see that many people that pressed. Like, press. I don't know.
Well, like, I hope he brought a fan with him, one of them clacking fans, because I know where he went.
I'm hollering.
Yeah, baby. And that's the true word. A lot of people are gonna get a rude. They're gonna die and get a rude awakening.
But like,
rude awakening.
They're gonna be like, "Hey, Charlie, how you doing?" Oh, Charlie,
hey, Charlie, right?
Charlie,
baby.
how we get here? Fuck around with Charlie,
brat.
Fuck around with Charlie.
Yeah. And it's funny, like, when it happened, I was at the gym and I saw someone post something, and it was, and literally this is how I could tell you I did not know who this human being was. Literally, someone posted something, and you know, like how sometimes on Facebook people will post and you be like, "Who is this? I don't recognize this person no more." Like, when did I become friends with them on Facebook? That's the moment I had, because they had posted a picture, and I was like, "Who is this?" I was like, I don't recognize this person. And so I was like, whatever, and closed my phone and just went about. And then when I reopened it, that's when I was like, oh, something crazy just happened, and still didn't even know who this human being was. So again, thank God for not having this in my orbit to be in my spirit any kind of way. And again, 31 years is super young, but so is so many other people, and that's why I posted that. And literally, I posted that, and it was funny to see that how many people kind of like reshared it, because it was an honest to God moment for me, seeing people on Facebook, folks that because people know I grew up in mid Michigan, white mid Michigan, and to see a lot of folks that I grew up saying, "Oh, he was so young," and people that I didn't even know was still like seeing like on Facebook, it like came out the woodwork. "Oh, he was so young. Oh my God, it was." And I was just sitting there, just like, yes, 31 is very young. However, y'all never said shit when all these other folks were young. And so that was the point of that post. And people are like, "Oh, don't forget about," and I agree that the list is far too long. But the point is just like, where were you then? Where were you for Sandy Hook? Where were you for Tamir Rice? Where were you for Ahmaud Arbery? Where were you? And those were so young as well. And you don't speak up then. So that's another just infuriating piece of this whole thing. Is just like, you don't say shit when shit is crazy elsewhere. Yeah. But you want to say shit when it's hate. That says a lot about you. A lot about you. So again, people are like, "Why aren't you unfriending people?" No, because they need to see a different perspective, because clearly they are not getting it, if that's what their posts are. And I clearly know that folks are seeing my shit out there. They just don't want to respond based on the woodwork of random shit that they be posting. It's like, "Oh, you see Kerel, you gonna see Kerel shit. You gonna get a mouthful a day." But anyway, okay, we gotta get off that, because baby, it's a lot. It's a lot. But you kind of hinted on it too, Shana. Just like, we need to talk about Trey Reed and the hanging and the lynching. That folks are like, "Oh, that shit don't happen in 2025." But no, yes, this shit is still going on. There's still sundown towns in this country in 2025 and all of that. And to see the lack of media coverage again is so fucking infuriating. So for folks that look and sound like us, we need to keep this up. We need to find what is going on, figure out what happened, what occurred. Please do not be quiet at all. Cause a ruckus, because this shit is stupid. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I find myself, after hearing about it, being so angry. And I've been trying to like keep my peace as much as possible this year. I've been trying to mind my business, like stay out the news. But it's like shit keep happening that's just like, no, this shit affects you too. Like I'm to the point where Auntie Henny is ready to just be out 24/7. Like, and that level of anger turns into violence. And I encourage folks, if you are feeling angry, like I am, you got to keep talking to your people. Keep talking to your people. Keep loving up on your people. And avoid white people if you need to. be around as many, be around as much community as possible right now. Because it's really important that we make sure that we pour into ourselves and that we're making sure that we are giving ourselves those moments to be in a safe space. So I find myself being like, you know what? How many people gonna be there? How many people gonna be white? I ain't going. And that's where I'm at right now. And I live in Seattle, so guess where I'm gonna be at? Home.
Stay my ass at the crib.
At the crib.
Yup.
At the crib.
Go be boarding the house.
Look,
baby. In the house.
Let me tell you, I'm house poor. So you know what? I'm gonna be in my house. But I'll be happy. With peace.
Honey, a word.
Because I'm licensed and I got mine. So pull up if you want to.
Okay.
And that's the thing. They like people gonna just play around, like they gonna run up around the wrong people. That's the thing. I ain't gonna do too much. I'll talk. I'll outsmart a lot of people, but you gonna roll up on some other people. But don't play with me though. Let me say that. Mm-hmm. Let me say that though, because that's when you get played with, and then they're gonna find out. But I don't. Anyway, never mind. Let me, because I'm about to get that Eddie spirit too.
I got me a nice little code piece right there called Marcus, and Marcus is ready to get that ass. So come on through. Come on through.
Why you call him Marcus?
Marcus. I'm surprised you didn't call it DeMarcus.
I wanted to go DeMarcus, but I didn't want it to be that black and ghetto. But I was like, you know what, just Marcus. We're gonna keep it a Marcus.
Just short it down.
He shortened it for corporate, but really his real name is DeMarcus.
Right. And it's DeMarcus when it's like this, okay? To the side.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
He said, let me shorten it down for this resume right quick. Oh, Lord. Anyway, all right. So community, let us know. Like, I know we received quite a few DMs saying, okay, we can't wait to hear you all talk about this and things like that. And obviously you feel this is a safe space, and it is a safe space. Let us know what you're feeling, how you're feeling. Like Jerrell said, we all need to look out for each other because it's wild out in these streets. So stay safe out there for sure. And anyway, but on a lighter note, that's bringing joy this week is by the time this episode is out, we'll know how the album is. Yeah. But the Cardi B rollout,
baby,
of Am I the Drama?
Yes, that's
chef's kiss, top tier. So it's good. Everything you want from Cardi. It's everything you want from a rollout. It's fucking spectacular. It's fucking spectacular.
Like, I don't even care. Actually, I mean, I kind of care about the album, but I'm gonna give it all the listens just because of how well this role. Cardi has been on it, like from the whole from the whole courtroom thing to now this as well. I mean, watching her be on the subway and be like, I'm poor too. What you mean? Like, I don't got no money. What you mean? Oh no, she was on live and she was like, someone asked for $20 and she was like, nigga, I'm broke too. What you mean? Give me $20. Buy my CD. I was like, not your network being $80 million. You talking about I'm po. Like, child, come.
I love it.
Come on. I love it. It's giving everything. It's giving everything. And her and Kelly Rowland.
Interview with Kelly. Kelly is so fucking gorgeous.
Kelly is so stupidly fine.
The-
It is actually disrespectful to look
kinda
as good
is.
as she does.
For real.
And then also the facial reactions. Kelly doesn't have a filter when it comes to her face.
No.
And it brings me joy. Like the moments that Cardi would sit and say something, somebody caught each of the highlight moments, and I appreciate that person. I wish I remember their handle, but they caught every one of the like moments that Kelly just bumped out of character. It was just, she said, what? Like all.
Well,
She's like,
said,
I
thought
think
it
too, but I just don't say it out loud.
You know?
Someone said that Matthew Knowles press academy didn't prepare her for Cardi, and I was like,
No.
It so didn't. It so did.
Nope. But it was such a good
And that's why
interview.
we all love Cardi, though.
So good.
Like, what
she's no filter.
celebrity gives that? There's very few far in between that will literally be, I don't care that I'm a celebrity. This is how I
Truly.
feel. I'm going to say it. I don't care if it rubs everyone's feathers wrong. I don't care if it's right, wrong, or indifferent. That's how I felt, and it is what it is. And
The
there's something just
authenticity of her.
refreshing about it.
It's because it's authentic. It's because it's actually like there is no filter on anything. We saw that in the courtroom and how she was speaking to people, to even just how she recently on the Jennifer Hudson show when she geeked out and she sang Spotlight, which I knew. I was like, Cardi, I fucks with you heavy for that, because Spotlight is such a good fucking song. And it helped people remember that I'm like, Jennifer Hudson is that girl, y'all. Like, I need y'all to know that the day that Jennifer Hudson got voted off of American Idol, I cried. I sobbed. Like, was devastated that she left, that Fantasia didn't, like, just.
It was Fantasia, LaToya London, and Jennifer in the bottom three that week.
I was devastated. I was so invested in American Idol that I was like, how dare y'all? How dare y'all do that? So for her to go on and do the Spotlight and then to like have that reminder that Jennifer can sing her songs the way that her songs are recorded, and even more so. Okay?
You're right.
Y'all better put some respect. But for her to go out and do that, for her to go out and do that was great. But I feel like each piece of Cardi, to go from talking about mental health to talking about how she engages with the younger generation to just like the things that regularly piss her off on a day-to-day. Like, she got so much accomplished in that interview with Kelly in 45 minutes and just spoke about it candidly. And even when Kelly stopped to ask her, like, girl, why didn't you call me? And it was just a good reminder that it's like, hey, when you're depressed, you just can't. There's not the things you can do. And for her to break it down in such an honest way, just no filter of what her depression looked like, and the fact that she couldn't even look at her kid, and you know, the things that she couldn't physically do in her life. She couldn't look at a microphone made her sick, things like that, that folks aren't talking about, but it makes it so accessible and so tangible that she goes out and speaks on these topics. And that's awesome. And then she puts a little ratchet on it, and we love her even more for it. And I'm here for it.
Baby.
Here for it.
Like, I've been reaching out some of these new bitches, and you gotta be careful who you like, because they be fucking on your man and be like, bitch, I'm trying to help you. And I was like, watching Kelly.
She ain't said nothing but said everything at the same time.
And Kelly was just like,
I feel like Kelly was taking notes to be like, you know what? Once we're off camera, we gotta circle back and be like, so girl, who was it?
No, there was one moment when Cardi was like, everyone was telling me to call Kelly, and she was like, call me for what? She was like, hold on, what you call me for?
And then she stops and she's like, art. And Kelly's like, I can help you with that.
I got you.
Call me for that.
I got you. Okay, go ahead.
She said, please trust me, I got you.
She's like, what are people telling you to call me for? I'm terrified. And then she's like, art, yeah.
She said, she had that like super vulnerable moment. Then she's like, and I wanted to punch him in their throat. And Kelly's like, whoa, didn't see that one coming.
She stopped and had that epiphany for herself where she's like, you know, sometimes I just want to do that too, but I just can't. And we stop and we're like, Kelly, of all of Destiny's Child, you are the number one person that we would suspect would do it.
Yep.
You would be the one. So you don't have to do it through Cardi, even though Cardi volunteered to do it on Kelly's behalf. I stopped and I was like, Kelly, here's the thing. If you went out, She said, I'll do it. But I was like, Kelly, the moment that you said that, all of us were shocked because if we had to take a vote of which Destiny's Child member would have done that, it would be you. We've seen you with those TMZ.
Well, originally it would have been Latavia.
People, as she tells them off and
Latavia
does the stuff.
First.
I mean, she's one of the few black people to survive a horror movie, Friday versus Jason. She's one of the few. Okay. So I know she got it in her. She got it in her. She got good. It in her. Right.
I believe. Look, I believe in anything that Kelly Rowland can do in the world.
Sitting there with that side boob looking all pretty. I was like, Kelly, get the fuck off my screen. She did not have to do
that to us because the just peeking.
Let me tell you, I know that we enjoyed this, but I know you enjoyed it.
You really enjoyed it.
I feel like a dog. Like because respectfully.
Community, y'all gotta watch that video. If y'all ain't watched that video, you gotta watch it. Even though the album that came out,
that's the clip.
You gotta watch that video.
Kelly, I say this with all respect. I promise. If you ever see this clip for some reason,
she knows she's pretty. Respect. She knows she's fine.
No, she fine. Fine with an FOIN in it.
I agree.
With the E at the end, girl.
And I love that little bob she be rocking. The bob is super cute. I'm like, wait, let me borrow that wig right quick.
Okay.
Oh God. Anyway, it's good TV. And then tomorrow morning after we record this, she's gonna be with Gail, so that's gonna be some good TV too. So I can't wait to watch that.
Gail's not gonna be ready either. She's gonna be like, you said,
Gail gonna be like,
she barely understood Quinta at the Emmys when she was like, "Go Birds," and she was like, So Quinta came over here. First thing she said was, "Go Birds." Quinta, what does that mean? And I'm over here like, Gail, tell us you don't watch sports without telling us that you don't watch sports, girl. You know the girls from Philly.
I love me some Gail though.
Girl.
Gail, you do your research. It's like we know that Gail does her research. So, ma'am, why were you surprised that Quinta walked up and said, "I was watching the game all the way up here"?
I ain't doing no research.
She said, could you repeat that? And Quinta's like, yeah, go Birds. Thank you so much. Watch the game all the way up here. What? She's like, what game? What's happening?
I know. That's just so that's Philly all day. Philly on game day Sundays is wild. Because here's another thing that people don't know unless you live in Philadelphia. The major grocery store is like Acme. And you get 5% off your groceries if you come in with your Phillies your Eagles garb on Sunday. So if you go grocery shopping, and I did this past Sunday on an Eagles Sunday, everybody's dressed up. And everyone's like, "Go Birds, go Birds!" Oh, hey, I ain't got that jersey. We get that jersey from. Like, it's wild. It's an experience. I love that. Philly is so. It's everything you think it is times 20. It's everything you think it is times 20 when it comes to their sports teams.
Truly, I've gone to. There's a few Eagles bars here in Chicago, and I've gone to a couple of them. I learned so much so fast. I was like, oh yeah. Y'all,
it's everything you think it is.
The emotions,
I'm glad they were able to finally give Kansas City their three-peat and losses. So
go Birds, go Birds.
That was nice. Let me tell you.
Okay,
that was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, Travis Kelce should have been in a goddamn swamp. She should have been in fucking practice, but what I know.
You saw that clip that was going viral. It was like the last down or whatever, and Kansas City's like, "Jalen, you need him to get 100 yards," and he's like, "Shut your ass up. We won the game." I'm like, talk that shit, Jalen. I know that's right.
He said, "I don't give a fuck if I helped your fantasy team. We won the game."
He's like, "Shut your ass up. We won the game." And it was like a football player. It was like one of the linemen.
Yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs were talking shit, and it was like
that's
30 seconds left
funny.
or something like that in the game, and they're about to do the knee. And he's like, "Shut your ass up. We won the game." I was like, talk that shit.
He a beautiful man.
Even though I got my Detroit hat on. Shout out to the Detroit Lions. They did not do no moment of silence. That's what I'm talking about. Stand up. There we go, Detroit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the other piece of it. Moment of silence.
I didn't put this on the list, but quickly, other good TV this week is Patti LaBelle, Stephanie Mills, and Chaka Khan all over the TV screens right now. Those interviews are spectacular, and it's because of Chaka Khan.
Shaka does not give a fuck about these interviews.
Wait, I missed it. Catch me up. What is...
Baby.
Oh, friend.
What is going on?
The best. It's up there with Cardi. It's up there with Cardi energy. Shaka don't give two shits.
What was it? They were just on Andy Cohen, right? And he asked a question to Chaka about. So it was the three. They're on tour right now. They're doing things, and he asked Chaka about the fact that a lot of artists have covered her songs, and he asked her to rate her favorite to her least favorite. I don't know what question Chaka Khan answered, but that was the question that Andy asked. And she was just like, oh,
she said, I don't even know. I forgot all of them.
She was like, no, I don't know any of them. And he was like, well, Whitney Houston covered one of your songs. Could that not be your favorite? She was like, yeah.
She said, She's like, yeah, that's it.
She said, yeah. And he was like, is that your favorite? She was like, yep, Whitney Houston. And then she was like, yeah, I did something with I called her, asked her about her background vocals. She was using our background vocals and
it's
the vocals and the stuff. And she just talks in a circle. And then she's like, and then like ends it. It's literally like you're just talking to your auntie who does not give a fuck. And she's just in there. And Patty's looking at her like, girl, if you don't get this together.
Girl, just shut up.
Okay. She was like, you know what? I'll just carry this
Breakfast
interview.
Club too. Like the Breakfast Club interview is brilliant as well.
I didn't see that one.
And then she's also on what's Elle Roker's wife's name? The black lady journalist. I forget her name right now. But she interviewed him and Chaka was falling asleep in the interview, so she kept on calling Chaka. It's so fucking brilliant.
Okay, I gotta watch
I'm
this.
Obsessed with
definitely
her.
gotta watch this.
Brilliant. It's the best. So that brought me a lot of joy this week. I needed it because that shit was amazing.
Chaka does not care. Does not care.
None.
She's like, why
Zero
am I
fucks.
at these interviews? Why am I here?
Zero fucks at all. Jesus. Shout out to Tremel Tillman as well for winning the supporting actor in the drama at the Emmys this last week. Gay black man. And I love the speech shouting out his mom because that's exactly what I would have done too. Gotta give mom some praise. So he's the first black man to win in the supporting actor category for a drama. So still breaking barriers in 2025, which is a little late because there's been a lot of great actors over the years, but I guess we'll take it when we get it. I don't know. And then Jerrell, how about that Coachella lineup you said?
Child. First off, I have been wanting to go to Coachella ever since Beyonce, but I have not seen a lot.
That was your first problem.
I'm too late. I feel like I'm too late at this point to ever go to Coachella because I feel like anytime there's a lineup, there's not enough people that I would like to go and deal with all those people. And this lineup is mayo as fuck. I'm like, none of them are giving any type of energy. Like, Justin Bieber can't even do half his motherfucking songs. And his last album is so goddamn sleepy. Like, I just don't understand what type of experience they want people to have at Coachella besides let's be white together. That's the only thing I want.
I want to see Clips. Clips would be probably the biggest one I wanted to see. Clips and maybe Cat's Eye.
I'm seeing them in December here in Seattle. So like,
are you?
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm
good.
I'm good.
Oh, I want to see Sexy Red though.
We said we got Cat's Eye at home.
Look,
I could go to the mall and see Cat's Eye.
I mean, y'all, I do live in Seattle, so just shut
okay.
up.
Let me just go to the Gap. I could go to the Gap. I'm done. I'm so done.
I'm kidding. Let me stop. Y'all don't cancel me. I'm just saying. I know my demographic.
Right,
in my
don't cancel
city.
me, please. No, we don't made it 346 episodes. Don't cancel us yet.
I'm just saying. I know the demographic.
But I mean, because I don't want to see Young Thug. Like, I don't have a desire to see Young Thug. So like, I'm trying to find like everybody black.
Yep, and I've seen Giveon already. I've seen Giveon already, so I'm like, I'm good there too. Like, there's just
it would be pull this back up and see if there's anybody I wanted to see.
Would be the only
yeah, and it gets worse. That's the crazy thing. Like, the lineup just gets worse. Yeah.
Addison Rae, even though she's not black, I like Addison Rae. She got some dope stuff. But not enough for me to pay them Coachella ticket prices.
You know, that's probably why
I
they
was
really
like, Saturday is a whole waste.
I mean,
it kind of is.
Like Major Lazer could be fun. Duke Dumont could be fun. I've seen Duke Dumont, and that Duke Dumont does do a good show, but it's also just
Lee,
like,
maybe.
Y'all want me to camp out in the forest to go back and find in the desert? Not even in the forest, in the desert, so that I can jump around for 2 seconds? Like, no, thank you.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, no.
There's nobody here. I mean, Teddy Swims would be a good time.
And I literally just
Sexy
saw him.
Red would be
and I
a
literally
good
just
time.
saw him. Teddy Swim.
And
He
that's
can
it.
sing. He can sing. But
he can sing his ass off.
But I mean, like, I don't need to see him again in Coachella.
But all this shit
Right.
is slow anyway.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was very slow. I ain't gonna lie. It was.
Because I saw him in Atlanta before he really blew up, and I was like,
Yeah.
"You singing your ass off, but baby, you putting us to sleep."
Yeah. I don't know. This is just they're gonna have to figure this out because this.
Who would you want? Who could they have gotten that would have swayed besides Beyonce that could have swayed you to go?
Doechii.
Yeah, honestly, and well, so Doechii was there last year, but I
And
would.
she should go again.
Yeah.
But I want her to be a headliner.
With the
I want
festival,
her
yeah,
to
no,
be a
that's what I would need.
headliner.
She would have to be a headliner.
Yeah. I would love her to do it. Who else?
I just want a full R&B, just R&B everything. Just bring the girls.
I guess I'm about to go see who I want to see with Brandy and
Have
Mark
a
in the
time.
fall. So that's about it.
I mean, like I would have.
I still need to get
I
my
would have
tickets for
loved
that.
to see like, even though she's too big,
Gotta get
Tiana Taylor. Like I would have liked to see Tiana Taylor like do a little something, not
Yeah,
be like
I'm
not as a
surprised that's true.
headline, but I mean she just came out with the album. It's not too bad, but I mean,
She
like,
be
she
on the
got some
Teddy
vibes.
Swims
Like,
line.
yeah, she'd be on the Teddy Swims line as well too. I would also.
I was like, Cardi with her new album would have been good
Yeah.
to line
Are
that
y'all
up.
gonna go to that tour? By the way, I meant to ask that in the Cardi segment. Y'all gonna go to the Cardi tour?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
You gonna go? Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I just want to throw ass.
50-50.
I just want to throw
50-50.
ass. Yeah. And I won't be seeing her in Seattle. I'm going somewhere where there's gonna be niggas. So
Take me with you. That I'll do.
because I can't do here. I can't.
It's got to be the last stop. The last stop is Atlanta, so that's gonna be where it's at.
Nah,
That's gonna be the show to go.
Look, I'm leaving Marcus at home, so I'm not flying with Marcus. Okay, to Atlanta to go to Cardi B. So it can't be Atlanta. It just can't.
Come over here. Come over here.
That might be. That
you
might
trying to
be.
leave Marcus at home?
I'm trying to leave Marcus at
Come on.
home.
Come on.
You
Come
might
over
as well
here.
just watch her there then. Shit. You might as well stay in
Nah,
Seattle
I
and
mean,
watch it
nah, but Atlanta. You already know. You already know. And nigga, you live there. I know you
I was
know.
like, don't do that to Atlanta. Don't do that to
then. But
Atlanta.
that's gonna be the show to go to. I'm telling you.
It is going to
Concerts in Atlanta is awesome.
Yeah.
They are a
Concerts in
good
Atlanta
time.
are awesome.
Yeah.
After seeing Beyonce there, I was like, wow.
I'm just saying.
This is great.
It's the best.
Oh,
It's
you
the
know
best
who
city
else?
to watch a concert.
Coachella, Lizzo. Because this Lizzo album that she just came out with, it's
Yeah.
been so fun to see her. It's the Lizzo before she got signed, like back, where the hell my
Yes,
phone?
it
Where the
is.
hell my phone? It's just like that. Just
Lizzo's
that
having fun again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, with that when that song started, I said, Madonna got fish fillets. Madonna got fish fillets, and it's nasty. The way I felt like I was like, who starts a song like this? Only a black person. Only a black person would do this. Because niggas and fish fillets at McDonald's is a thing.
I'm so done.
Child.
No, it is. She's having fun again, and I think she felt pigeonholed because of just the success of the sound of the songs that kind of got big for her.
Yeah.
So even those two rock songs that she tried to push out
Mhm.
was in that vein,
Yeah.
and we've already heard that part of her, and it was taking herself a little too serious in the music lane. So I'm glad that she figured out, you know what, let me have fun again. Like, fuck all this, like,
Yeah.
I gotta be this image of a pop star. Let me push some shit out
Well,
there.
I mean,
that's
it was
gonna put out
also
this
in the
fun.
midst of her getting
Sued and stuff like that.
Sued.
Like that, yeah.
So it was like, yeah, she was putting
Yeah.
that out like in the middle of everybody trying to figure out if she was being canceled or not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the people couldn't figure it out where they were just like, well,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
So she
I
said,
mean,
"Fuck it all." I'm
hey.
just
Mhm.
talk
The
shit.
only way that I knew that she wasn't canceled was because, so this was during the Renaissance tour, and I had gone to Houston, and Lizzo came to Houston. I know that she's also from Houston. And when she came in, everybody freaked out as soon as she walked in. I was like, oh, so she's not.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
So
okay, we good.
We're okay. Because the rest of, we need an announcement or something, because cool, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, good. Okay, we on the
Just
good
wanted
side
to
with
check
Lizzo
in.
again.
Just wanted to check in on that because I still didn't even know where we were with Lizzo. So I was just
Right.
like, okay.
Hey, look, I was like, you know what? Hey, it was dropped. So
Hey, that.
Yep.
But before we get out of here, I haven't told Shana what this question is. I had a question for Shana. And this is how my brain works and the rabbit holes my brain goes down sometimes. So everyone knows it's iPhone season right now. And it's the new AirPods. I'm sure they got new MacBooks coming out and all this shit too. So we always joke about like, oh, I need to find me a sugar daddy to be paying for all this shit. And then in my brain was like, do lesbians have sugar mamas that do they think the same thing? Like, I need to find me a sugar mama to pay for this. I was like, I don't know if I see that narrative out there as much. So do the lesbians be looking for a sugar mama to pay for their shit?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Absolutely.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, yeah. And it's just like, it's another level as well. Like, it's just, it's one of those where it's like, you know, when you watch a film and the film is just inherently sexy.
Uh-huh.
And you just see it and you feel the tension and the vibes between all the characters and things like that. Like, that's how it's kind of like with some of the lesbian sugar mamas. And it does have like a mix as well, because a lot of times, sometimes it will be the studs who are playing the more masculine role. So there will be some heteronormativity in it where it's like the masculine person is providing all the ways, but there are many of them who are sugar mamas, and it's glorious. And some of the older femmes that just want to come over and just want to have a little cookie and whatever, and then they'll just pay for whatever. I'm like,
ooh, okay.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it.
In this economy? In this economy?
I will do, okay?
Girl, look.
Okay.
She said, by the way, I got a list.
Like, I want the iPhone 17 Pro Max in dark blue.
Okay.
The 512
gigabytes.
So much. Thank you.
I'm coming in my 3 years. I'm getting my update, my upgrade.
I know that's right. Seriously.
Come on, T-Mobile plan.
Do my countdown. But no, we absolutely do have the sugar mamas with the sugar babies, the sugar zaddies, like all.
Ooh.
It's there.
Okay.
It is there and in the community, and it's wonderful, but it's not talked about as much.
Exactly, because I had never heard the narrative.
It's not talked about, but it is definitely there, and it's kind of hot.
Ooh, okay now. Okay.
It's kind of hot.
Yeah, literally, it was just the other day because I was like, oh, I kind of want a new phone, but I was like, I don't need no new phone. I got last year's phone, and last year's phone were A-okay. And I was like, man, I didn't marry Sugar Daddy. Then my head, then literally, this is like, oh, well, we got Shana on this. I wonder if they got sugar. Like, all of this going down the rabbit hole.
Sure do. They be over here making money.
Okay.
Being CEOs,
we
paying
need some
for
sugar
people.
daddies and some sugar mamas. And we ain't talking about Beyonce's backup singers.
Look.
Come on, the mamas. We ain't talking about them. We ain't talking about the Beyonce song.
I miss the mamas.
I know. I miss the mamas too.
We got one Beyonce. OG mama left. We got one OG mama left singing there.
Yeah. Beyonce, we're ready. Have we talked to you since like all the Cowboy Carter tour and all that? I don't think we have, at least not publicly on here.
Wait.
Yeah, no, not publicly.
Hold on. But did y'all hear about Jay-Z and Beyonce today? About
sitting at the table with Ivanka Trump?
Yes.
Were they kikiing, or did they just get sat there?
But I
guess they tried to be polite.
Well, I did a little homework. I was like, let me tell you, I was on channels. Okay.
Yes, fill us in.
So apparently there are photos debunking that they were sitting at the table. They went over to talk because Jay-Z is a co-chair of it, and so they were like making rounds, going and talking to people at different tables and stuff like that. And then they happened to snap a photo while they stopped at that table.
Of course they did.
Of course, that one photographer was sitting there like.
Yep. So they were not actually at that table, but people are still been like, but why would you be at an event, a gala, you know, where they would be? And I was just like, well, I mean, you're there for a good cause.
They're rich as hell.
They're rich as hell, you know, but like also I feel torn though, because I mean, if the money's going to a good cause, like, do you like meet in the middle and just be like, you know, fuck it. Like, I don't like that person over
money
there.
Spend the same.
Right. Right. But then also, if Jay-Z was part of the co-chair, he would have knew the guest list as well too. Like, you should know the guest list as the co-chair. So like, why would that person even be on there? I mean, he could be very hands off. Yeah, that's very true. But I don't know. I'm glad some of the other information came out and be like, whoa, it ain't what it looks like.
You know, the Beehive was on it.
Baby, because
because
the panic, what am I do? What I'm going to do? What am I going to do?
I don't, oh my God.
What I'm going to do?
Literally, as soon as I saw that headline, I was like, there's more to this story.
Yeah.
But somebody just jumped on it first.
Yep.
And folks have to remember that billionaires and billionaires do end up in the same rooms with each other all the time that have these opposite views and do these things. Not saying that any part of that is okay or doing whatever.
Hell, thousandaires, we end up in rooms that
also that we end up in those rooms, and there's
that we don't want to be
in
with.
the rooms. Like the amount of times that people are probably at a party and then the Kardashians walked in and they didn't want to be anywhere near what that was like, and then they're like, "Here we go." But those are the circles that you run in, and the smaller it gets, the more money you make.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so I'm not surprised that they would be in a room for a fundraiser doing that, but I don't think that shows.
What was
any
the
sorts of
fundraiser
allegiance.
that both of them would align on? Do we know what that fundraiser is?
I forget what it was called. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Because that's interesting to see that they
those two. Such
right,
far
those two
end.
would be at a fundraiser.
I feel like it had to be like, was it like a music thing? Because that would be the only thing.
That's maybe it.
I was like, is it small animals?
Because it ain't going to black people, probably.
Look, it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah.
I
was like, what is Jay-Z a co-chair on?
Alongside business, Michael Rubin, Meek Mill, Hove hosted the Reform Alliance Casino Night in Gala for the second year. So,
Reform.
I think it was prison reform. Prison reform.
Which is wild that Ivanka's there.
Well, I mean,
the whole family needs some reforming.
Yeah.
They'd be in there too if they wasn't president.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, child.
Yep. They were like,
times we live in.
Let me tell you, the panic was real today. I was like,
no, I had zero panic. I saw that. I was like, all right, we got a headline. What's the actual story? And I said, give it, a few hours to 1 to 3 business days. The Beehive will have
put Cardi on it.
PR on it. Cardi will have stated on. Everybody will have said something on it. That's it.
Yeah. Cardi's the one friend you want in your group because she don't care how famous she is. She'll throw hands. So that's why I'm friends with Henny and Dewan, because as famous as we might get one day, play if you want to.
Right.
Marcus, where you at? Marcus, where you at?
Play if you want to.
I stopped. I was like, Marcus about to turn into DeMarcus. Okay,
baby, with the quickness. With the quickness. Oh, anyway, Shana, I mean, the community knows where to find you, but just in case we got some new folks that don't know where to find you, tell them everything about Bad Queers, what time does the episodes come out, everything.
Yes. So I am one of the co-hosts of Bad Queers podcast. You have probably heard my other co-host, Chris, on the podcast before. If not, we've both been on separately and together to join you all wonderful humans. Bad Queers is a podcast about breaking stereotypes in the queer community. We talk about our side of different stories. It's education meets entertainment meets a kiki. So come hang out with us. We release episodes every Monday. Everywhere that you listen to podcasts, we also post the videos on YouTube. You can follow us everywhere at Bad Queers Pod on Instagram, TikTok, all the places. We are there. It is very easy to find us, and you can find us at our website at badqueers.com and on Patreon at Bad Queers Podcast as well if you want to throw some coin our way. But come visit us, hang out. We have some episodes with Minoritea as well, so come and see those episodes too. We would love to have you.
Absolutely. And honestly, like, these spaces are growing. Like, it was important when we started, and it's like critically important now to have these spaces that we're trying to carve out. And honestly, it's the listeners and the communities that we have that are really keeping us going, quite frankly. And so show them some love, please, because we need them around. We need them around. We need their voices. They're critically important. And yeah, they're entertaining. Y'all crack me the fuck up. y'all humor is so like my type of humor. It's hilarious to me. And just the banter between you and Chris is great. It's brilliant.
Appreciated. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chris is Chris and I are perfect opposites. It's great.
It's everything. It's everything. So shout out to Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
And then hey,
and
Dewan,
congrats
we'll see
to
you next
Chris.
week, boo.
Oh yeah.
Congrats to Chris.
Yes.
Baby girl is here.
Yeah. I was just about
Happy,
to ask once we got
healthy,
offline
at
because I was like,
home.
I was other people's business. So I
I'm
was
spilling
waiting
it.
till we offline,
I'm spilling
but,
it.
you know, congratulations,
I did it.
Chris. Yeah.
I did it.
Yes,
Baby's here.
Yes.
So excited.
Yes, I'm gonna have to hit her up now.
Same. Because I was waiting.
I was going to say that. I was like, okay, I was going to wait after we said, "Why you hear your lesbian ass?" But
You're right.
I was like, I ain't seen no posts on the interwebs and nothing like that. So I was like, I'm
Like, sorry, Chris, I ruined it.
but hey, you know, we got a few days for it to break the news.
Yeah, right.
Right. She's on the clock.
Media rollout.
Exactly.
So I'll.
Oh man. But anyway, Jerrell, anything else on your heart and mind?
No, just I love y'all beautiful faces. Shane, I can't wait to see you in San Diego. You have to send me
I'm
your
so
schedule.
excited.
You have to send me your schedule once everything
Okay.
comes out, so I know exactly where
Done
to
and
find
done.
you. Also, where in San Diego are
do
you
the
staying?
same.
Are you
That's a
staying
great
like in the
question.
city, or are you staying like closer to the fields? Because I'm the fields out
You're
there.
asking very responsible questions that I'm not in charge of.
Oh, she said, "I'm just gonna be there."
I just know
She said, "I'm
my
living to my
flight
sugar mama."
lands and they tell me an address and I will be at that
I know
address.
that's
That's
right.
where
Okay, are you going to the? Are you going to the open ceremonies on Thursday?
I think
Oh.
I'll be there Thursday.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
Again,
I'm
Y'all
gonna
gotta post some
schedule.
pictures on the on the
I let go and
interwebs.
let
Put it on
God.
the
Okay,
Instagrams.
I let go and let God when it comes to these.
I know that. And community, if you see them out there, say hey to the bad quiz and the aunties out there out in San Diego for Gay Bowl, because I'm sure there's a lot of folks that listen to the both of the podcasts that will be out there. So if you see them,
We need to interview people at the field. We need to connect.
do it.
We should get some
Do it.
content
Look at
at
this
the
live
field.
plan.
Do it.
Y'all are
Do
making this
it.
happen. Look
Yeah.
at this. All right.
We're gonna do
Watch.
something.
You're gonna sit here. You're gonna be like, "Oh my god, we're gonna do something." Shana, what are we doing?
No, I got questions. Let me tell you. I got me like some.
Get your microphone.
Yep, I
Okay.
got me
There you
some
go.
wireless
You got it.
microphones. They somewhere
Yep.
around here. We're gonna make
I
some
got
happen.
my little ones.
Yeah,
They're right
Please
here, my
do.
little tray.
Boom.
Yeah, they're
See,
ready.
we gonna make some.
Here we go. This is what I want to see. This is what I
Okay.
want to say.
Okay. Okay.
And on that note, community, if they don't do it, call them out too in the comments. Be like, where the content at?
Call
And
Jerrell
wash
out.
your hands. Yeah, please.
Now,
Please,
Kerel,
his
you go,
idea.
but okay, I'm
Call
creating the
Jerrell out.
concept, but I want y'all to know I'm not editing the content. So, Kerel, I'm gonna slide that shit your
I was
way,
about to say,
and you gonna do
put me to work.
Yeah, exactly. So, if it don't get posted, it's because I did a bad job, and Kerel said I'm not editing this shit, but I'm gonna do it.
Right. It's like, no,
Too
I'm gonna
good.
put it up whatever it is. We just need more content out there. So I'm down for it. Whatever coming in my way, I'll be like, Jerrell is gargling and it's staticky, but that's all right. That's what he got. Give you the best he got. And on that note, wash your hands, you lesbian ass. We'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.